Hello, awesome hipsters, and welcome to the Big Hipster Pug vlog. Instead of calling it an update video, I thought let's get creative and name it something different. Yeah, I don't know how long the video is going to be, but there's a lot that I want to talk about. It's been a while since I did one of those videos, so I wanted to do this for already a month or 2 months, but every time something happened and I was like, okay, I have to change, or I'm gonna work something else first and then I'm gonna take time to do this, and then I had something different, and then this and then that, and you know how it goes. And you get too busy and you forget about it. But I had some time, and there's a reason that I can do it right now. So I had some time left, and I thought immediately going to do it right now. So before I start, I don't mind me, I have a cup of tea here. If you take some time, grab a cup of tea too. Then we are going to start with this video, or with this vlog. So first of all, what a year. I'm super happy, I'm really happy. I'm feeling a lot better than I did beginning of this year. That is also because I started with Hipster Pug, with everything. I'm learning a lot right now from making music. I'm discovering still new things, and still find my way to make music. So I'm not done by far, there's so many possibilities and so much things that I need to learn and to work, and I just discovered all the audio effects, and I'm completely new to that too, and I could edit a little bit with it, and I use some little effects in my music, but it was always minimal, and I don't want to change too much in my music, or I don't want to if I have a song and I'm happy with it, I don't want to change everything, and I'm just gonna add some reverb and some more stuff to it. So compressor, sorry. And that's what I'm learning right now, and it's super interesting because let's start with this. Before I'm starting, I'm gonna put timestamps in the description, so if there's something that you want to watch specifically, just go down the description and you can choose whatever you want. There's a lot that I want to talk about, so some things might be interesting. If you want to watch a whole video, that would be super awesome, of course, but maybe there's a part that you think oh, I really want to watch that. So first of all, I'm gonna start with the album. It's done, it's as good as done. But just because I've discovered more of the audio effects and effects in general, I'm working through most of the songs right now to add some extra layer to it, to add some extra reverb. Some sounds were really quiet. I'm trying to pitch it up a little bit, that it sounds more clear, a little bit louder. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with the album right now. And the rest of it is as good as done. I have one song that contains vocals. This album was supposed to be 2, but that other song is going to be a single because time limits, so yeah, that song is coming anyway. I don't know why or when, but we will see. The other song is super interesting for me. I just discovered this person via Dribble. That's the community that I use a lot right now. It's a perfect community, a great way to discover music, to work with music, to learn new stuff, to meet new people. So yeah, it's perfect, and it's interesting. It's really interesting. It's something something new. It's more experimental in some kind of way. So I'm really looking forward to see all your reactions to that. The rest of the songs are all instrumental. I decided to do that because I wanted to have more of a musical experience this time. I did like making Space Oddity. It was fun, but you can definitely hear like that it was something I needed to learn, and still it is I'm learning too, because the next couple of years I will be learning how to make music and how to work with everything, and I want to work with new instruments in the future. So yeah, I will always keep learning, and not every song will always be perfect or great or fantastic, and I'm not aiming for that, because I want to make music that I like, but also hopefully you like, and that's super important to me. It's super important that I make music that people like, and that people think like, oh, this is a cool song, or this is a cool album, or this is a cool EP, and that's actually the main goal for this whole project, as I call it. But yeah, as this his Hipster Pug is, like I'm here to entertain you people, and I'm here to entertain myself a little bit too with music, and I have a lot of fun making this album. It was fantastic. It was really awesome. I discovered a lot of new music that were very inspirational to me, and I discovered like that the down-tempo, cinematic, ambient kind of music style is really the thing that I want to work on. I still love to make experimental music too, but I will come back to that later, because that has something to do with another thing. But yeah, it was super fun to make this album. It's a lot of down tempo. I really went for cinematic music experience, and I really hope that it succeeded. I did some reviews on Dribble, and most of actually all the reviews were very positive about the song. So yeah, like I said, I have to work a little bit with effects on it, and the finishing touch, as they call it, and then I think I'm ready to release it. It will be coming out on the 7th of December, 2 days before my birthday. So I actually hoped that was on a Friday, but like it was the 7th, so I was like, okay, you know what, then we do in the 7th of December. It's also really cool, and a lucky number too. So so that's the album. I talked about it a little bit, Dribble. I'm really thankful for everybody there. It's such an amazing website and an amazing community, and for some weird reason, out of nowhere, I ended up on that website, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna check it out. Maybe I like it, maybe I don't like it. If I don't like it, I'm going on with SoundCloud and BitChute and YouTube and all the other stuff, Spotify and Deezer and those kind of websites to work with music or to put my music on. But immediately it was super interesting and very positive and very helpful. People are giving good feedback. People react, there's the option to do a review for a song. You can do a review yourself for some songs. So I really like that. That was really amazing to do. So yeah, I did it for like 3 or 4 songs, and there's also the option to do an album review there. So I'm definitely going to do that, because I'm always curious to hear what people think of the album, so I can work, like if I'm gonna make a new album or a new song, like where do I have to work on, or what do I have to notice before I'm releasing the album or the song. And of course I want to grow in it, it's not like I want to keep on staying this level, at some point I want to grow step by step a little bit further. So that's what's going on right now. And yeah, I'm like I said, I'm super happy. I'm really proud of the album that's coming. The songs that are on the album, there are some favorites already, and it's always a bit bad to say that, because as an artist you shouldn't have favorite songs, but I definitely have them. So yeah. So another thing that I wanted to talk about is the projects I'm going to do in 2019. because after Moonquake, the album is out, I'm gonna take a break. Behind the scenes, I probably will work on some things, but I'm really taking a break from releasing new songs and everything. I'm thinking about like from December to February to take a break and also take some time for myself to discover new music, to learn more, to experience a little bit more with effects, and taking some lessons in it, like online lessons or tutorials to follow, so I can grow a little bit further. And I released so many songs this year and did so many things that is also good to take a break from it and take some rest, and then coming back with some new music and new material. But there are some plans already, and some of the things, like I said, I'm gonna work on behind the scenes already. One of the things is going to be a poem project that I'm working on from December on. And if you are watching this video and you think like, oh, that sounds interesting, I will explain a little bit more about it. But if you are by any chance think like, oh, that's interesting, I want to help, I will be so happy. I mean, like, that would mean a lot to me if you can help with it. The idea is that you read your favorite poem, send a video from it, or send me an MP3 file from it. I'm gonna make music for the poem, so as background music with the vocals over it, or with the poem over it in this case. And yeah, that's I really hope to get a lot of people to work on this project. I know that some people are willing to help already, and I have already somebody who made it, so that's super amazing. And yeah, it's a project I was thinking about like already for 2 or 3 months, and I thought like, okay, now it's the time to do it. After the album is done, I have some time left, and I'm going to work on that. There's definitely going to be an album next year. I already have a working title. I'm not sure if it's going to keep the title, but you will hear about it more later, because I have nothing for that yet. I have nothing planned. I mean, like, I'm so busy with this album, so I'm not gonna focusing on a new one. I'm probably gonna work on that next year, somewhere in March, April, May, so don't expect it too early, because I also want to take some time, like I said, to learn more about music and to work with more effects and have a little bit more how do you call it, more experience with it. And then I will work on a new album. So that's going to happen. And there's something exciting, because I'm already asked on Twitter like a while ago. I think it's maybe 2 or 3 months ago that I'm asked for a reaction to, like, what do you think of a spin-off from the musical series? And the idea is to review an album. And it's going to be called Cover That Album. It's going to be, I'm not sure, like, also a working title. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the title, but it's definitely going to happen next year, because I really wanted to do this year, and I really wanted to go on with musical, but I was so busy with making new music and experience or experimenting with songs and sound and samples and everything. So yeah, I completely forgot about it, and now it's already almost December, so I think, like, you know what, I'm gonna wait until next year and do it then. So I'm going to do that show. I'm planning to do at least 6 or 7 episodes for that, for a season. I will return with musical too, because I don't want to spend all year again to make music for like every 2 weeks or something. I mean, I'm gonna release music, but it's not gonna be as much as this year, because this year was new for me. I really wanted to see the reaction from people, what they think of it, what they like of it, you know, and what kind of genre of music I like to do. I learned that I like a lot. But yeah, you know, down-tempo, experimental, ambient, cinematic, trip-hop, lo-fi music is going to be the main thing. I'm for sure. So music is coming back. It's going to be on BitChute only. cover that's almost going to be in BitChute only exclusive too. So sorry YouTube, but I'm really done with it. I mean, I had it for a while already, like beginning of this year already had something like YouTube is not gonna take all of my time this year, you know. I'm gonna discover more, and I'm gonna put more music on BitChute and have more effect with it than with YouTube. So I see it happen that I'm completely forget about YouTube and only move to BitChute or something, and Dribble and that kind of stuff. But we will see. I'm not gonna plan that right now, or I will see how things go. Yeah, I never know like how Dribble ends up or how BitChute ends up. So yeah, and then there's a little bit more. I think there's one thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is I have one less single what is not going to be on the album, but I created, and so I had a lot of fun making this song. It's gonna be a super experimental song, and I'll release it together with this video, so after the video you can watch that. But yeah, it's gonna be the last single, and I really like I said, it's experimental, but I started with an experimental EP this year, so why not end it with a experimental single this year? Actually, that's not true, because Moonquake is going to come, and this is going to be the last thing this year. But for the ID, this is going to be the last single that I'm going to release this year. I'm going to work with some other people, and I'm really hope to work with a lot of people next year to do vocals. And like I said in the beginning, I'm hope to learn more instruments. I have some plans that I want to do, and things that I want to have. So yeah, I'm also planning to look into doing something live. I mean, like I already said it maybe, but I'm not looking to stand in front of like 10,000 people or anything. I mean, like if there are 5 or 10 people who I can perform for and they like my music, I'm super happy. I have the day of my life or the evening of my life, because at least I'm making music for people who like it. And where you do it for a really big, in a really big music venue or anything, it's always going to be like, oh, do they like it? Didn't they like it? You know, I'm gonna doubt about myself and the music and everything. So I discovered some places that I think like, you know, I can ask here if I can do a performance or can do a little show or anything. So that's going to be a thing that I'm gonna work on, and that's it actually. I mean, of course there will be more happening next year probably, and I always have ideas, and some of those ideas gonna work out, some of those ideas don't work out. And yeah, that's actually what I wanted to tell you in this vlog. And again, thank you so much, you people. I mean, without you guys, or without the people who listen to my music and give me feedback and be there for me and use the music. I mean, like there are 2 channels that already use my music. There's one channel that use my music and a podcast that use my music. That's amazing, you know. Every little step counts, and I'm not immediately thinking like, oh, I'm here now and next year I'm completely here, you know. That's not how it works, and I know that I have to take time to learn more and to work on things and to learn how music works and what people want to hear and everything. So it's not gonna be a job that you think like, oh, in 2 years I'm the new Kanye West or something. But no, it's definitely an interesting way, and things interesting things happened, you know, this year. And like I said, I'm super happy. If I still did Arcade Salad, I wouldn't be as happy as I did this project, you know, right now, because Arcade Salad was done for me, you know. I didn't like it anymore. For the people who don't know what Arcade Salad is, it was a gaming channel I did before this whole Hipster Pug thing was a thing. and I played games, indie games, retro games, and last year I went to FitMe. That was a perfect place to make those kind of videos and having perfect content for that. And after that, FitMe was gone. I go back to YouTube and I really didn't feel it anymore. And I tried it. I tried to do it for a month or 2 months after that. No, not even 2 months. I think it was 4 months. And I already was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this anymore. So then the music thing happened, and well, here we are. I'm super happy. I'm super proud of everything. And I'm super proud of you guys. You know, I'm super thankful for that. For all the people that listen to my songs, all the people that give a comment, a like, send me a message on Twitter, or let me know something, give me a like on Twitter. You know, it doesn't matter to me what it is, but every small thing means a lot to me. And yeah, I have a lot to thank to you guys for that. So thank you very much for that. And I'm happy to go on with this project. And I'm far from done. I'm far from done. There's a lot that I want to work on. So thank you. I will see you next year somewhere because I'm not gonna do another big vlog. It's like 22 minutes already. So but thank you, and yeah, I see you next year. Enjoy the album when it's out, and enjoy the song that's coming after this video, and I hope you like it. Alright, bye bye.